swear Big the Cat's in here somewhere.
Yes, guys, I am playing Borderlands. I'm actually enjoying it. It's a really fun game, and I can't wait to get to the second one.
Oh, remember that air necklace I picked up in Aquatic Mine?
Yes, this is going to seriously help.
This is the stage you want it for. It is possible to do this without the air necklace, but it's really hard.
It's a pain in the butt.
I've done it without the air necklace, but... crap.
Yes, speaking as a person who didn't even know the air necklace existed in this game, I have done it. It's a pain in the butt to take care of every single time. This is the level I dread every time.
Camera.
This and I think Sonic's is the one I dread. Shadows is pretty straightforward just because he's like the first encounter with the quote ultimate life form. Which we'll get into, guys. Don't worry.
Of course we're gonna get into it, because...
Spoiler alert, Shadow is not the ultimate life form. He thought he was.
Well, how's that a spoiler? We learned that at the end of Shadow of the Dark Story, pretty much.
Yes, but for those who didn't believe it, thought Rouge was playing a game. Is that a little platypus?
Yeah, it might be.
I think it is.
Oh. Wow. I think I came in here prematurely.
Yeah, because isn't there supposed to be something in here?
Yeah, I came in here prematurely. I wasn't supposed to come in here yet.
Oh, don't smash yourself.
It's okay. I've never died at these blocks. I don't think they can kill
Well, it's not like you're hurting for lives either. I just actually looked at your life count. Holy crap.
Yeah, we're pretty darn good on
a whole 24... Do you think that's enough for you, Alex? A whole 24 lives?
You couldn't do one because the final boss is a little tough. As he should be.
Oh, yeah, Biohazard. Yes, guys, we're going to be fighting the T-Virus from Capcom's Resident Evil. He's the final boss of Sonic Adventure 2. Spoiler alert! I just love the fact that they called it the Biohazard. At that point, Capcom had a very successful, at the time, franchise in Japan called Biohazard.
Well, it's just called the Final Hazard, really. What am I doing? I don't
Yeah, but it is... I could have sworn in the GameCube version and the Dreamcast version they actually call him the Biohazard.
No, he's always been the Final Hazard. He's called the Bio-Lizard.
That's what I'm thinking, the Bio-Lizard.
Yeah, you're kind of getting mixed up there. I seriously don't remember. I'm having a complete lapse.
Come on, I'm just looking for a cheap Resident Evil plug, okay? Joe, here's a lockpick. I'm sure you, the master of unlocking, can figure it out.
I'm having a memory lapse here really bad right now, because I cannot remember what I'm supposed to be doing.
No, this is the same area.
I know this is the same area, but I'm trying to see.
Well, go back down there and see if we change it.
Because I thought there's like a switch I was supposed to flick open. Oh, you know what I need to do? I don't need to come down here at all. I know what I knew. See, I'm sorry, I had a momentary lapse in my memory there.
It's not like these games get repetitive at all. Not at all. Seriously, though, bravo, Alex. You're making good time.
I went the wrong way.
You're 7 minutes in. Usually when I got to Necklace, I was about 10 minutes in. There we go.
There we go. Jeez.
Right now we can just really like that. And now we know where we're going. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh look, he's actually switching, or he's actually swimming. We actually need to come with the ass.
No, they're just obstacles. Oh, right. I gotta stop time for this. But, of course, it can't just...
No, I think it's off like one of the
maybe. Oh, is there time? Oh, I've only played this game a few dozen times, you know.
Yeah, you
think I'd remember everything perfectly by now.
But sadly, we're getting old.
Okay.
Actually, my nieces now get mad at me for saying, like, I'm getting old as a gamer, and they're like, shut up, don't say it, no.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. There's gotta be a time switch in there that I'm just seriously missing, because I'm not gonna make it with that.
No, there's a time switch in that room. I know there is.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. This one's really tricky though, because it's still pretty narrow. Can I make it? Can I make it?
Okay, we can. Yes!
Yeah!
Oh yeah, baby!
Watch the laser beams. Oh, I think Big the Cat's actually in this room.
Let's see if we can find him. No, I'm not seeing him.
I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is! There he is! Okay. I knew he was hiding in here somewhere.
There we go, guys. We've done a Big the Cat sighting in the final level. Are you proud of us?
Finally, we've had a big sighting.
In how long?
Jeez, I could... Okay.
It's alright, we're apparently old fire gamers.
Crap. Ugh, I hate this part.
It's okay, we can sit back and hang out with Big the Cat. Big the Cat!
I beg. Let's get it adjusted.
Seriously, Greg Wilmot, we don't have anything against you, we just like the way you say it.
Get the switch! Yes!
Oh, did we get it?
Yes.
I don't think we did. Yes! We are good!
Considering that can often take me like 20 times.
Alright, press the button. I want to press the button! And now we've unlocked the core. Well, unfortunately, now we have to deal with the Tyrant No, we don't. This is not Resident Evil.
And now we're in Sonic's bit.
Yeah, this is where Eggman starts telling you need to hurry.
Ow!
Because we only have so much time before crap starts firing, and on top of that, you don't know what's a pit and you don't know what isn't.
Well, that is a pit, but we needed to jump at that chaos to open the door. Come on, I didn't touch anything. Let's get rid of you. And the gold beetle is right there. I got him.
There we go.
When I hit the switch, roll, bounce, grab the pole. Yeah, now we're.
I love the fact that we're hearing Alex like literally panting. He's like, "Try to figure this out. Try to go. We gotta go." Seriously, Alex, there's no blast processing here. We can take this at our leisure. We're not getting counted down.
And gee, doesn't this all look familiar?
Exactly. This looks like Lost World.
You can even hear those tribal drums. Dum.
Now, if we can only hear Tikal wanting to take us back in time.
Yes.
No, we don't want to hear Tikal taking us back in time to pointless
D.
moments.
Hey, I was right. I called it D. I knew I wasn't gonna get an A at that time.
It was a rank D for delicious.
Delicious.
We got it done. Alright, so now I think, yeah, we fight a shadow, right? For this one?
Yes. But first, cutscene!
19 minutes, 50 seconds. I don't.
I hate it when they leave me behind. Look, it's Shadow. I really gotta stop.
Yes, you do!
Everyone's trying their best to help out, and so must I. Shadow, we need you. Please help us.
It's all going according to plan. There's no reason for me to help them. Besides, there's no way to save anyone.
There has to be. I know that people fight over the most trivial things. Some people may be selfish, like the professor said. But they're basically good if they try their best and never give up on their wishes. They always have a reason to be happy. That's why you should help them out. Saving them is a good thing. Shadow, I beg you, please do it for them. Give them a chance.
I beg of you. Please.
I swear, this whole thing spurred on Sonic 06. I can't prove it, but I swear this spurred it on.
Live on that planet.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit. Not quite as much as it's spurred on the spin-off Shadow the Hedgehog game.
I know you can do it.
You want another Sonic X screw-up? The writers in their infinite wisdom decided to change Amy's role to Chris Thorndike here. So instead of Amy telling Shadow, it was Chris. And I know you haven't seen Sonic X, so you're like, who the hell's Chris Thorndike? Well, kind of imagine...
Human character.
Yes.
That's all I need to know.
Pretty much, imagine Sam Witwicky, only twice as useless.
Yeah, Christmas. Yes, the Colony Core is the Temple of the Chaos Emeralds. Cause that makes sense!
I guess. So maybe it's implying that Eggman took his grandfather's research on the Echidna tribes to get to the... I don't know. It's Sonic. You can't really look too... You can't look too deep into these storylines, guys. They're Sonic.
Don't. You'll make your head explode. Just accept it. Doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean it's wrong. Just don't think into it.
Yes. Because we've all seen what happens when Sonic tries to legitimately write a very serious storyline.
It doesn't work out.
Yes.
That was supposed to be encapsulated? Leave this one to me. Shadow, what are you doing?
I like this cutscene music.
Oh, and I can't even believe it. We didn't even make a joke about the fact that Shadow shed a tear in that whole thing. We could have totally made a joke of, must remain dark and brooding. Alright, so this is the prototype of the ultimate life, the Bio Lizard.
This boss is pretty tough. I had a pretty hard time with my first run at him.
He's tough the first time around, but then when you figure out the mechanics, he's not that hard.
Yeah. So basically, you don't want to go too far in that tail kind of action. It's kind of like the ghost in the pyramid.
Yeah, you have to maintain the balance, and then as soon as that happens, hit the core.
Ow! Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. That doesn't help. And then we get to have our little Godzilla yell, the stock Godzilla yell.
Well, it's really not the stock Godzilla yell.
It sounds so simple.
I love this freaking song. Okay, now here comes the next challenge already.
Yeah,
he shoots these little plasma balls at you. You gotta either jump or roll out of them. Ugh. Whoa, boy! And don't fall in the water because you will get swept out and die.
Alright, and hit the brain! I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it looks like a brain inside there, so I'm going with brain.
I don't know, maybe. It could be like his central nervous system. I just follow the core.
It's Dr. Gerald's brain, let's just be honest here. It's Dr. Gero's brain from Dragon Ball Z. He's Gerald Robotnik. This is Cell before Cell was cool.
Well, considering how much Sonic loves to borrow from DBZ,
Exactly.
I wouldn't be surprised if that is
It's one of those
truly
things that
the
I actually
case.
wanted to name one of our episode titles. I literally wanted to say, wow, Shadow knows how to become a Super Saiyan better than the Super Saiyan! But unfortunately the title was too long, so YouTube didn't like it. But literally, you could make that argument. Sonic has gone Super Saiyan how many times now? And he doesn't know how to use the Chaos Emeralds? This is the one
Storm Shadow!
or bye, Storm Shadow. Jiminy Christmas, man! I'm gonna kill my PlayStation one of these days. This is like the one beef I have in this entire game, was the whole concept of Sonic has gone Super Saiyan how many times, and he still does not know how to use the Chaos Emeralds. When each time they pretty much hint that, oh, the Chaos Emeralds show them how he can use their power. So what? He just forgets every time?
I gotta seriously quit getting hit, because I think it's preventing anything from happening. Oh, there we go. Okay. New mechanic here. You gotta...
Now we gotta use the bubbles.
Fucking bubbles!
There we go! I was gonna comment on that, but I mean, what else was there to say aside from that?
If it's not bees, my god, it's fucking bubbles.
That would have made this guy a little bit more scary if he was a giant bee. Please. Oh my god.
We'll just have to wait till Donkey Kong 2.
Oh yeah. Oh. I forgot about those levels. Great, I'm gonna be dreading that now. Yes, to the people who are probably getting a little bit from that, yes, a lot of rare games are on our list. Whether they be recommended or not, a lot of rare games are on the list.
Can I do this without dying? Can I do this without dying? Can I do this without dying?
Yes!
Good.
And I didn't land any hit.
Except I didn't land near any freaking rings.
No.
Oh crap!
They're all up there, but can you do it?
I don't know. Oh,
Alright, can we get this last hit in? Can we do it?
oh, this part's really, really
Yes, this is part of the
tricky.
Yeah! Boom!
Okay.
Yes, the Bio Lizard is defeated!
So after much fail.
Get out!
Get out, you ugly.
Prototype.
Yes.
I swear, later on we're gonna find out Sonic has a mother and he wasn't built in a test tube, and he's gonna be like, why did I use all those sci-fi references? Please insert Master Emerald here!
Servers are the seven
Da 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 da.
chaos is power. Power is enriched by the heart. The controller is the one that unifies the chaos. Only you can do this. Stop the Chaos Emeralds!
And just for good measure, I'm going to spin you! This is going to be a really weird and awkward version of Spin the Bottle. Of course the lizard's not dead.
We just chaos control.
Is it gone?
Is that what chaos control is?
I don't know, Shadow. Why don't you tell me?
Chaos Emeralds. Why is the space colony still on a fast course to Earth?
Oh, this echo's so bad.
Sonic?
Alright guys, we're gonna do it. We're gonna go Super Saiyan.
But we can't. We can't. Sonic doesn't know how. Even though the Chaos Emeralds have shown him like 4 times!
Maybe the power is so great it kind of like gives him amnesia a little bit after.
Who knows? But now we have a Vegeta! Awesome!
A Goku and a Vegeta.
Yes, we do. It would have been appropriate if Chris Sabat had actually played Shadow the Hedgehog.
But as such, this was not recorded
I'm
in
sorry,
Texas.
the hand is too much! We don't need to roll the dice here. You don't need to roll for initiative.
Gonna rock out to this music. We get Super Shadow and Super Sonic. There's really
Alright,
nothing to
now we get
indicate
to have
Dark
our
Hyper.
favorite song of this freaking game!
One of the best songs in all the Sonic franchise.
Indeed.
The Final Hazard. Well, that's not the song, but that's what we're fighting. The prototype of the ultimate life. Alright, this boss is also kind of tricky.
And just because we have to say it, Space Fight!
So, like any supersonic fight, you do have a limited amount of rings, and you do have to work fast.
See, this is the part of the fight that actually kind of measures up to perfect chaos to me, because it is in space, so you can't necessarily control everywhere you can go.
Oh, also, there is a bit of a time limit. You pretty much do have 5 minutes, even though there's not a big countdown
Yes.
clock, but after a while, you'll start to see everything kind of get red as the arc gets closer to the
Well, and you
atmosphere.
have another time limit too. You have 50 rings, and if you
Besides,
use them up,
well, yeah, besides the 50 rings, I think. 15, and yes, even though you're super, you still can kind of get hurt. If you do find yourself going low on rings, you can pass the Bio Lizard and switch places.
oh,
Oh, come on, I totally hit him. There we go. But don't do that too often, because if you don't give your partner enough time to gather rings, you won't go in with many rings.
yeah, exactly.
Here I come, you creep!
And now we have to deal with 2 lasers.
Lasers?
Lasers! In physics, with lasers! Oh, okay. Can we get it? Can we get it? Can we get it? Oh! We were like an inch away from the giant pimple. Alright, we got 2 hits left.
Crush 40, please come back to Sonic. We miss you.
Yes. Who knows? Maybe in Sonic 15 or Sonic 3, we'll see him come back.
Providing that trailer dubstep music isn't going to be the final soundtrack.
Oh, that's a really bad pimple placement. Oh, did you get it? No.
Oh. I'm not going to switch out. I don't think I'm going to make this.
Oh, you got it, you got it, you got it. Oh, you had it.
No! I'm going to try and switch out here. Yeah. Oh, come on! That's barely enough.
The problem is that as this fight progresses, the amount of rings they have starts to reduce. So you really do have to do this right and proper.
And you can start to see it's getting red. We're getting closer to Doom. Quit hitting me! I hate this blowback feature. This is the one thing about this fight I hate. It's the blowback.
Yes, whereas we didn't really have that in...
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Alright, well, we're gonna get another shot, and that's okay, because we love Crush 40. Okay, here we go. Let's do this.
Sonic, Shadow, can you hear me? You need rings.
Oh, really? Do I?
Before your rings are depleted.
Well, apparently she doesn't know how to destroy the giant pimples, so I'm not really listening to her. She's not giving proper direction here. It's like everybody here is rooting for you. Oh yeah, and by the way, pop the giant pimples.
Oh my god, it's generations all over again.
It looks like a homing shot!
Oh, jeez.
That pissed me off because it's like I still have never, believe it or not, I haven't finished Generations because I can't
Neither
finish
have I,
that.
but-
I can't finish that boss because all they tell me is it looks like a homing shot. I know it's a homing shot. How do I fight the thing?
We might have to look into it. There we go. Okay, so
4 minutes till the colony re-enters the Earth and kills
now we have
everyone.
2 lasers. So now we know we're supremely irritating the ultimate life form. I love it. It's a mix of like Godzilla plus cat. Alright, now we're starting to see the reduction in rings.
Yes, you're... Lasers! Bells! Bubbles! No! Blowback! Ugh. I should have practiced this a little more. Oh, come on! I really get...
I think you're hesitating too much, buddy.
Well, if I don't, then I'm gonna get hit! Move! Stupid lasers! There we go.
One more hit! One more hit!
40 rings.
Alright, you gotta do this, man. It's Hyper Shadow time.
Hyper Shadow, who can still get pushed back by stupid laser beams.
Well, he hasn't mastered the final flash yet.
Hi there, Mackenzie.
There we go. No, it didn't count! Boom!
Yes! Oh, yeah!
We overcame the bad mechanic!
I think.
See, we know how to play the video games.
Okay, good. I think. Oh, good. I was worried something was going weird. Because I've never seen that happen where it switched in the middle of the final cutscene there.
See, they're Super Saiyans, but they haven't mastered instant transmission. So...
No way that's getting through.
Shadow, I beg of you.
Maria.
Give them a chance to be happy.
Now, Shadow.
Oh, come on. It was Kamehameha. must have well been.
Eyeshadow.
Maria, this is what you wanted, right? This is my promise.
And yes, he really was supposed to die at the end. But stupid fans like me brought him back.
Yeah, exactly. Probably would have given his character a little bit more meaning. Yay! Oh, yay. We get to have the couple.
We get to have
and there's another couple.
Our Independence Day moment here.
Exactly. Wow, that's not really a big population, is it, for a big city, is it?
I guess
That's not great at all. They're like, screw the end of the world.
yeah,
American
the
Idol is
trophy,
on.
beyond good and evil.
Do you really think that the professor created him, Shadow, to carry out the revenge on
And
all
Knuckles
the
comes in and goes,
Zero on
Rouge is my girl.
He was what he was. A brave and heroic
Shiro
hedgehog
McCollum.
who gave his life to save
Nice
his
scenario.
world.
Could have used a little more rewrites, but nice scenario either way.
Alright, so now that we are at the credits, let's get into this. So, how does Sonic Adventure 2 hold up for you, Alex, after playing it so many dozens of times?
Just one moment before I get into that.
Okay.
There's still some dialogue here.
I wanted to be a great scientist like him. What?
Yeah, but it's Eggman dialogue.
You
hear it anyway.
can't hear it, but
I don't know. But what I do know is...
all did it together. There's actually a deleted Eggman clip where he says, "Well, I'm going to go off and plot my next scheme now."
Why delete that?
I don't know why they deleted it.
So what's
It
next
would
for
have
you?
certainly clarified this for me when I first played it. I'm like, does this mean Eggman's good now?
I think I'm ready to
Makes no
leave this
sense.
line of work. Too much work for too little pay.
Okay, so going to... Yeah, it's just Rouge and Knuckles now. Well, so going on my final thoughts. I love this game. It's really, really good. I think it provided a reasonable challenge. It wasn't too hard, but it really wasn't super easy either. It was enough of a difficulty increase from Sonic Adventure to make it feel like a legitimate challenge, not cheap.
Let's go home.
And a lot of people these days I find are kind of really ragging on this game a little bit more than they probably should. I don't understand why it's still such a good game. I like the different gameplay mechanics. I do like the mechs. I like the treasure hunting. Sure, the radar's a little gimped, but oh well. What are you gonna do?
I think at that point they weren't really going too much on this game. This was actually just, from what in my opinion, where Sonic started to not downward spiral, but started to go downhill. Where, because at this point we also had the Sonic Advance games, which were introducing characters like every game. We had Rouge introduced here. And I think a lot of people were also just tired of the human element in Sonic games. It didn't make sense, especially when Sonic is saving the president, but then he's public enemy number one. Then he's saving the president is kind of an issue. As far as my opinion, I'm not on that side. I think Sonic Adventure 2 still holds up. I get what they were trying to do here, and I think it's actually a good idea to have a full-on villain campaign. Especially in the fact that you could actually have... This was as close to Metal Sonic as you were probably going to get in this incarnation.
Yeah.
Metal Sonic wasn't really that big of a deal, except in the 2D iterations.
Well, even then, he really wasn't. It was really the Sonic movie that trumped Metal Sonic as the ultimate Sonic rival.
Yeah, exactly.
But the game-
and he really isn't.
And for whatever reason, even though I watched that Sonic movie long before playing this game, I totally kind of forgot about Metal Sonic, and Shadow kind of upstaged in terms of a really big Sonic rival.
But this is also kind of a step in a bad direction to me, where we had if they had kept it to just Shadow being this antithesis of Sonic, I'd have no problem with it. But then we had iterations where you brought in Silver, and you brought in so many other hedgehogs, plus other characters where I think some of them are worthwhile, some of them are pointless.
Silver though isn't really like the sort of the Shadow's
No,
like
it's just
Shadow's
inserting
like
another Sonic
the
too.
Shadow is like the dark Sonic. He's the in fact Shadow's Japanese name is Terios, which means reflection of me.
Yes.
And so Shadow is really, to me, like the antithesis of Sonic, but Silver's sort of like, he's not like a Sonic clone, but he's sort of another kind of hedgehog. He's not there to compete with Sonic, but he's just another kind of character. If you ask me, the Adventure series is kind of where it's apexed in the 3D world so far. Heroes was good, but not that great.
Nothing at that point has been stellar. It's all been average.
Shadow has, even though I think it's an okay game, it still has a lot of problems. 06, we all know how that happened. Colors is a great step back into the right direction, but of course you get like the story.
Yes, but as you said, this kind of entered the age of mediocrity.
Yes,
for Sonic.
I'd almost want to say that there's sort of three Sonic eras. There's the Sonic Golden Age, which is the 2D Genesis era. You could call this the Silver Age, the adventure games and Heroes. You can have then you have the Dark Ages, which people would lump into Shadow. I'd probably put Shadow at the tail end of the Silver Age, because again, Shadow's got problems, but it's playable.
Okay.
But you got the Dark Age, which is 06, and Unleashed. The storybook games, I guess, are a little debatable, because the storybook games aren't too bad. It's motion controls. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
And now, I guess you could call we're in a Sonic renaissance, even, because we're getting better games with colors, with Generations, with Lost World, and maybe now Sonic Boom.
Yeah, and I agree. I think this was just kind of the start of the age of mediocrity for Sonic, so it's not bad. And, there's a reason this game has been remade so many times, is because it still holds up to some extent. Mm-hmm. To the people who have problems with it, I kind of get where you're at, but I think also that it has some of the more endearing qualities before we had all the problems come in with Sonic. But in the meantime, this is actually the end of Sonic Adventure 2 for us, so shall we go ahead and tease what the next game is?
You do the honors.
We're gonna go ahead and since we've already said we don't like that game at all, we're actually gonna go ahead and skip over to when the series got good again, and we're gonna go into Sonic Colors for the Wii. So in the meantime, we are Drak and Shadow, and we will see you next time.